Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Move stealthily. Take without the owner's consent. An advantageous purchase. A stolen base. An instance in which a base runner advances safely during the delivery of a pitch, without the help of a hit or walk or passed ball or wild pitch. Steal a base. Move obliquely or sideways, usually in an uncontrolled manner. Move stealthily. The ship slipped away in the darkness. The act of avoiding capture, especially by cunning. Bed linen consisting of a cover for a pillow. An unexpected slide. A flight maneuver. Aircraft slides sideways in the air. A slippery smoothness. A socially awkward or tactless act. A part, sometimes a root or leaf or bud, removed from a plant to propagate a new plant through rooting or grafting. Move out of position. A small sheet of paper. A receipt slip. An accidental misstep threatening, or causing, a fall. He blamed his slip on the ice. A minor inadvertent mistake usually observed in speech or writing or in small accidents or memory lapses, etc. A place where a craft can be made fast. Pass out of one's memory. Pass on stealthily. He slipped me the key when nobody was looking. Artifact consisting of a narrow flat piece of material. To make a mistake or be incorrect. A woman's sleeveless undergarment. Get worse. My grades are slipping. A young and slender person. He's a mere slip of a lad. Cause to move with a smooth or sliding motion. He slipped the bolt into place. Insert inconspicuously or quickly or quietly. He slipped some money into the waiter's hand. Move easily. Slip into something comfortable. Move smoothly and easily. The bolt slipped into place. Potter's clay that is thinned and used for coating or decorating ceramics. A dissolute man in fashionable society. An opening made forcibly as by pulling apart. There was a rip in his pants. Take without the owner's consent. A stretch of turbulent water in a river or the sea caused by one current flowing into or across another current. The act of rending or ripping or splitting something. He gave the envelope a vigorous rip. Tear or be torn violently. The curtain ripped from top to bottom. Criticize or abuse strongly and violently. The candidate ripped into his opponent mercilessly. Cut, wood, along the grain. Move precipitously or violently. The tornado ripped along the coast. Deprive somebody of something by deceit. Remove by pulling or ripping violently and forcefully. Take without the owner's consent. An agreement between parties, usually arrived at after discussion, fixing obligations of each. He made a bargain with the devil. Negotiate the terms of an exchange. We bargained for a beautiful rug in the bazaar. An advantageous purchase. She got a bargain at the auction. Come to terms. Arrive at an agreement. Make illegal payments in exchange for favors or influence. An advantageous purchase. The stock was a real buy at that price. Obtain by purchase. Acquire by means of a financial transaction. She buys for the big department store. Accept as true. I can't buy this story. Acquire by trade or sacrifice or exchange. She wanted to buy his love with her dedication to him and his work. Be worth or be capable of buying. This sum will buy you a ride on the train. Leave furtively and stealthily. Give an incentive for action. This moved me to sacrifice my career. Be in a state of action. Change location. Move, travel, or proceed, also metaphorically. The soldiers moved towards the city in an attempt to take it before night fell. The act of changing location from one place to another. The movement of people from the farms to the cities. Cause to move or shift into a new position or place, both in a concrete and in an abstract sense. The director moved more responsibilities onto his new assistant. Perform an action, or work out or perform an action. We must move quickly. The act of changing your residence or place of business. They say that 3 moves equal 1 fire. Have a turn. Make one's move in a game. Have an emotional or cognitive impact upon. Follow a procedure or take a course. A change of position that does not entail a change of location. Movement as a sign of life. Progress by being changed. Propose formally, in a debate or parliamentary meeting. Arouse sympathy or compassion in. Her fate moved us all. Change residence, affiliation, or place of employment. We moved from Idaho to Nebraska. Dispose of by selling. The chairman of the company told the salesman to move the computers. Game. A player's turn to take some action permitted by the rules of the game. Go or proceed from one point to another. The debate moved from family values to the economy. Live one's life in a specified environment. She moves in certain circles only. Move so as to change position, perform a non-translational motion. He moved his hand slightly to the right. The act of deciding to do something. He didn't make a move to help. The income or profit arising from such transactions as the sale of land or other property. Be capable of holding or containing. This box won't take all the items. Remove something concrete, as by lifting, pushing, or taking off, or remove something abstract. Take the gun from your pocket. Serve oneself to, or consume regularly. I don't take sugar in my coffee. Make a film or photograph of something. Take a scene. Be designed to hold or take. This surface will not take the die. Require, time or space. Take somebody somewhere. Can you take me to the main entrance? Have sex with. Archaic use. He had taken this woman when she was most vulnerable. Have with oneself. Have on one's person. She always takes an umbrella. Receive or obtain regularly. We take the times every day. Admit into a group or community. Head into a specified direction. Pick out, select, or choose from a number of alternatives. Take into consideration for exemplifying purposes. Assume, as of positions or roles. Interpret something in a certain way. Convey a particular meaning or impression. How should I take this message? Lay claim to, as of an idea. Accept or undergo, often unwillingly. Make use of or accept for some purpose. Take a risk. Take something or somebody with oneself somewhere. Engage for service under a term of contract. Shall we take a guide in Rome? Be stricken by an illness, fall victim to an illness. Take on a certain form, attribute, or aspect. Take as an undesirable consequence of some event or state of affairs. Get into one's hands, take physically. Can you take this bag, please? Require as useful, just, or proper. It takes nerve to do what she did. Occupy or take on. Receive willingly something given or offered. Be a student of a certain subject. Proceed along in a vehicle. Point or cause to go, blows, weapons, or objects such as photographic equipment, towards. Ascertain or determine by measuring, computing or take a reading from a dial. Take a pulse. Be seized or affected in a specified way. Take sick. Buy, select. I'll take a pound of that sausage. Carry out. Take action. Experience or feel or submit to. Obtain by winning. Winner takes all. Take by force. Take into one's possession. I'll take 3 salmon steaks. The act of photographing a scene or part of a scene without interruption. Travel or go by means of a certain kind of transportation, or a certain route. He takes the bus to work. The mechanical advantage gained by being in a position to use a lever. Obtain by purchase. Acquire by means of a financial transaction. The family purchased a new car. A means of exerting influence or gaining advantage. He could get no purchase on the situation. Something acquired by purchase. The acquisition of something for payment. They closed the purchase with a handshake. A lavish dance requiring formal attire. United States comedian best known as the star of a popular television program, 1911 to 1989. A solid projectile that is shot by a musket. They had to carry a ramrod as well as powder and ball. A ball game played with a bat and ball between 2 teams of 9 players. Teams take turns at bat trying to score runs. He played baseball in high school. A compact mass. A ball of mud caught him on the shoulder. One of the 2 male reproductive glands that produce spermatozoa and secrete androgens. She kicked him in the balls and got away. An object with a spherical shape. A ball of fire. A more or less rounded anatomical body or mass. The ball at the base of the thumb. A pitch that is not in the strike zone. He threw 9 straight balls before the manager yanked him. A spherical object used as a plaything. He played with his rubber ball in the bathtub. Form into a ball by winding or rolling. Ball wool. Round object that is hit or thrown or kicked in games. The ball traveled 90 miles per hour on his serve. The people assembled at a lavish formal dance. The ball was already emptying out before the fire alarm sounded. A ball game played with a bat and ball between 2 teams of 9 players. Teams take turns at bat trying to score runs. There was a baseball game on every empty lot. A ball game played with a bat and ball between 2 teams of 9 players. Teams take turns at bat trying to score runs. He played baseball in high school. A ball used in playing baseball. Move forward, also in the metaphorical sense. Being ahead of time or need. Gave advance warning. A change for the better, progress in development. A movement forward. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. Women tend not to advance in the major law firms. An amount paid before it is earned. A tentative suggestion designed to elicit the reactions of others. She rejected his advances. Situated ahead or going before. An advance party. Increase or raise. Increase in price or value. The news caused a general advance on the stock market. Obtain advantages, such as points, etc. Develop in a positive way. Move forward. We have to advance clocks and watches when we travel eastward. The act of moving forward, as toward a goal. Rise in rate or price. Contribute to the progress or growth of. Bring forward for consideration or acceptance. Advance an argument. Cause to move forward. Develop further. Pay in advance. Can you advance me some money? Obtain advantages, such as points, etc. Attain success or reach a desired goal. Something won, especially money. Win something through one's efforts. Win someone's confidence and friendship. Obtain advantages, such as points, etc. Win points. Acquire or deserve by one's efforts or actions. A victory, as in a race or other competition. He was happy to get the win. Be the winner in a contest or competition. Be victorious. Obtain advantages, such as points, etc. Obtain advantages, such as points, etc. The amount of increase in signal power or voltage or current expressed as the ratio of output to input. Earn on some commercial or business transaction. Earn as salary or wages. Increase or develop. The peace movement gained momentum. A quantity that is added. They recorded the cattle's gain in weight over a period of weeks. Win something through one's efforts. Obtain. Derive a benefit from. The advantageous quality of being beneficial. Reach a destination, either real or abstract. Increase one's body weight. She gained 20 pounds when she stopped exercising. Obtain advantages, such as points, etc. The home team was gaining ground. Rise in rate or price. The stock market gained 24 points today. The amount by which the revenue of a business exceeds its cost of operating. Obtain advantages, such as points, etc. Lifting device consisting of a platform or cage that is raised and lowered mechanically in a vertical shaft in order to move people from one floor to another in a building. Raise or haul up with or as if with mechanical help. The act of raising something. He responded with a lift of his eyebrow. Fly people or goods to or from places not accessible by other means. Food is airlifted into Bosnia. Invigorate or heighten. Lift my spirits. Make off with belongings of others. Transportation of people or goods by air, especially when other means of access are unavailable. Rise up. Cancel officially. Lift an embargo. Perform cosmetic surgery on someone's face. Take illegally. A wave that lifts the surface of the water or ground. Put an end to. Lift a ban. Plastic surgery to remove wrinkles and other signs of aging from your face. An incision is made near the hairline and skin is pulled back and excess tissue is excised. Some actresses have more than one facelift. The event of something being raised upward. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Move upwards. Lift one's eyes. Take without referencing from someone else's writing or speech, of intellectual property. The component of the aerodynamic forces acting on an airfoil that opposes gravity. Move upward. The fog lifted. Raise in rank or condition. The new law lifted many people from poverty. A powered conveyance that carries skiers up a hill. A device worn in a shoe or boot to make the wearer look taller or to correct a shortened leg. A ride in a car. He gave me a lift home. Call to stop the hunt or to retire, as of hunting dogs. Make audible. He lifted a war whoop. One of the layers forming the heel of a shoe or boot. Pay off a mortgage. Remove from a seedbed or from a nursery. Lift the tulip bulbs. Remove from a surface. The detective carefully lifted some fingerprints from the table. Remove hair by scalping. Rise upward, as from pressure or moisture. The floor is lifting slowly. Take hold of something and move it to a different location. Lift the box onto the table. Take off or away by decreasing. Lift the pressure. Take root crops out of the ground. Lift potatoes. The act of giving temporary assistance. Goods or money obtained illegally. Informal terms for money. Take illegally, of intellectual property. Steal goods, take as spoils. During the earthquake, people looted the stores that were deserted by their owners. Appropriate, as property entrusted to one's care, fraudulently to one's own use. Appropriate, as property entrusted to one's care, fraudulently to one's own use. Make off with belongings of others. Take away to an undisclosed location against their will and usually in order to extract a ransom. Deprive of by deceit. Disable by drugging. Nobble the racehorses. Appropriate, as property entrusted to one's care, fraudulently to one's own use. Make off with belongings of others. Irritate as if by a nip, pinch, or tear. The pain is as if sharp points pinch your back. Make off with belongings of others. Cut the top off. A sudden unforeseen crisis, usually involving danger, that requires immediate action. A slight but appreciable amount. Make ridges into by pinching together. The act of apprehending, especially apprehending a criminal. A small sharp bite or snip. A squeeze with the fingers. Squeeze tightly between the fingers. He pinched her behind. An injury resulting from getting some body part squeezed. A painful or straitened circumstance. The pinch of the recession. Someone who robs at sea or plunders the land from the sea without having a commission from any sovereign nation. Someone who uses another person's words or ideas as if they were his own. Take arbitrarily or by force. A ship that is manned by pirates. Copy illegally. Of published material. Take without referencing from someone else's writing or speech, of intellectual property. Take without referencing from someone else's writing or speech, of intellectual property.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.